times this season about how trusting your work and your shots from three, and it hasn't been the best three-point shooting season. Tonight you set your own high, and also matched to catching the Clippers, the last team Chet scored 40 against. Assuming though that you're just focused more on the game, like how do you kind of contextualize all of that as you fall down behind again by half?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really get caught up into percentages and things like that, if I'm not shooting the ball well, because I put too much work in my craft. So, I know it'll even out at some point. But I put a lot of work into it and was able to make a few shots tonight, to try to help us stay in the game. I mean, the Clippers, they are really good, exceptionally good when they shoot the three ball, and tonight they did that. I mean, they made 19 threes, shot 50% from the three-point line. And bulk of them was early when they got that lead. So they got a lot of great contributions from not only their starters, but Reggie and Norman came in and gave them a big boost as well.
LeBron, what are the commonalities you can point to the losses you guys have had 10 in a row since Ty Lue became the head coach of the Clippers?
I don't know. They've been better than us.
LeBron, you guys just made the trade yesterday for Rui. What are your impressions of him, and how do you see him fitting in here, skill set wise?
Looking forward to it. The game is played in between the four lines, and we'll see what happens once we can get him acclimated and get him on the floor.
Bron, you guys were making some headway against them in the fourth quarter, and a couple turnovers, quick 8-0 run. You were on the bench. You looked pretty frustrated. What was going through your mind in that moment as you kind of processed that, and I guess big picture, knowing that you guys have played well in these moments and stuff like that, I guess how did that sort of sit with you tonight?
We just don't have room for error. I said that last week.
LeBron, in the big picture, AD might return tomorrow, I guess, pending some warm-ups. You guys, I think, are about 500, maybe one game over 500 without him. Do you feel like the team managed that pretty well or managed that even better than you expected?
I don't understand.
Basically, without AD, you guys have managed to kind of hang on and be around 500. Is that what you expected?
I didn't expect anything besides to go out and compete. It wasn't like, okay, AD's out. What can we do? I just go out and play the game and see what happens.
Last two, Mark Medina and then Melissa.
LeBron, Rob was speaking pregame about trade deadline, and he was saying if there's an opportunity to get all the way at the end and win a championship, there's no resource we'll hold on to if we feel like that's there. But at the same time, the completely unwise thing to do would be to shoot a bullet early and not have it later. How does that analysis philosophy sit with you pertaining to the trade deadline?
How does it sit with you? He said it to you guys.
Yeah.
All right. He's talking to you. He wasn't talking to us. Rob's going to do his job. That's his job. My job is to be on the floor and make sure my guys in the locker room is ready to go.
Last question, Melissa.
Hey, Bron. You've obviously been on an insane scoring tear as of recently. Ty Lue said before the game that now that you've obviously closed to within 200 points of Kareem, he said back in the day when he coached you that overtaking that record was something that you even thought about back then. I'm curious, how long has this been something that you thought that you could do?
Don't let T. Lue gas you up like that. T. Lue's lying. I never thought that I could catch Kareem and scoring. It's never been something that was on my mind. He's lying there, but he's not a liar, but he's lying there for sure. And I also think that he went to the roof in Oracle Arena and in that locker room and took that money, too, that we were trying to go back and get when we went back for Game 7, too, because it wasn't there when we went back. I think he took that money and told us somebody else went up there and grabbed it. But I don't know. I mean, as it gets closer and closer, I think I'll start to feel it more and more. But I was asked earlier, I haven't really tried to put myself in that moment. I've gotten to this place by not even thinking about it or not even, being in that moment, just trying to play the game the right way. Even with tonight, well as I shot the ball, I was still trying to distribute to my guys, still make sure they felt, in some type of rhythm. That's just always how I've played the game throughout my career. But I don't know. We'll see when we get there. We'll see what will it hit me. Just over the last few years, the last couple of years since we won the championship, just a lot of accomplishments been happening on losing effort. So it's been very kind of difficult to kind of even digest some of my own accomplishments because I want to celebrate on losses. Appreciate it.